Gonna have us a regular old Sunday fun extravaganza. I think I need to make a Sunday fun playlist. Now, if I made a Sunday fun playlist, what is your opinion, you the viewer, of should I include Sunday videos from other people in my playlist? Because remember how I always bitch and moan about how when I put other people's videos on the playlist, I don't care for the way that they have control over pulling their video. It's all right that they do. It just messes up my flow is all. But that isn't what this video is about. But if you're watching this in real time, this makes for the third Sunday fun video. And it is about my electric toy cars, which one of them's my daughter's and then the other one's mine. I believe mine's the red one, which is actually orange. I've been thinking about it since I showed the video. I can't find, as much as I've cleaned the garage so far, a little spring cleaning going on, I can't find the battery. I bought many moons ago a real early manufactured lithium poly 2S batteries with there's a little dongle that comes off of those toy car batteries that allow you to balance the cells because they have a tendency to discharge at different rates and charge at different rates. You want to make sure that it all charges in a balanced way. And the charger that I have, while it charges lithium poly, it's a multi-charger, a real early one, so it doesn't have the cell balancer on it. But somewhere are those batteries and the balancer. Battery technology has come a long way in the last, 15 years since I bought those trucks. So I wouldn't be totally out of line to just buy a battery. And man, some of these batteries have capacity that I would have found staggering as a youngin'. We had the nickel cadmiums had something like 1,200 milliamp hours, and these new ones are upwards of 8,000. So you would take a 1,200 or a sub 1,000 milliamp hour battery pack, and you could play for about 10 minutes, and then you'd be looking at, you could recharge them in 15 minutes, but the amperage that you're charging them back at would be really, really high and could essentially damage the battery. You wouldn't want to heat cycle it too awful bad. But that was all part of the balance and part of the fun of the hobby. Especially, I had this Traxxas monster truck that used a pair of battery packs. And the way I would do those is used a pair of battery packs because it was actually a 14 some odd volt system, bumping up the amperage, all that good stuff. But I would have 3 battery packs, and they'd be good and hot coming off, and while the one would be recharging, they could be cooling off, and you could cycle them and cool them off. Eventually they would get so hot that you could be damaging the battery pack, like I said. I don't know where I'd run the truck. It'd be fun to take the Slash. There's some hobby shops that have indoor tracks, but I don't really enjoy being around people right now. I do it all week long at work, and it's not like me, so I don't know where that's coming from. I used to really like people. I liked being around people. We'd visit Disney World, and I would enjoy being at Disney World simply because I was around people. Strange to have that different. I've been through some things since then, and I don't think it's necessarily a matter of social anxiety, and I certainly don't think that it's a good subject for Sunday fun, but my biggest thing is I don't have the capacity for patience. And I think the more human beings I'm around, the more variables I have in my assessing what they may be doing or may be capable of, if that makes sense. So, long story short, I don't really want to go to that hobby shop. One thing I did that was sort of fun, this was many moons ago when I bought both of these trucks, is we took them on a trail ride. Because they're sort of a good compromise between speed and slow, so you can crawl over things to scale, like as if you're driving a truck off-road. Something that I was into when I was younger, but doing it with a toy car is so much cheaper. And still maybe just as thrilling. I went so far as to buy and I can't remember the name of the company now, but they had this one, it was like called a Rock Spider, and I even changed the motor out to make it an even slower, higher amperage motor. But I didn't get as much fun out of it as I wanted to. But I almost need to, because it is fun to compete, but toy cars are going around the track so daggum fast that I don't have, right now, the reaction time to enjoy it. And I'm not sure that I would be able to maintain that reaction time now that I'm old. So, who's to say? But that's Sunday fun for you, isn't it?